Nature is the original climate tech.
Hola, everybody from COP30's TED Countdown House. Welcome back to the series Coping with COP with Prasiddhi, where every time I introduce you to a new COP star leading the global change of Global Mushirao over here. With me, I have Emma Stewart.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
Yes, pleasure to see you straight after COP28. My question to you is at this important COP of truth, COP of implementation, how would you describe your role in 3 words?
Inspire, challenge, believe.
Wow, that is powerful. You certainly inspired me in that session right now. And what would be that one message or target or policy you think is really going to change COP30 for everyone or has changed COP30?
I think the fact that there is now global recognition that nature is the original climate tech. Humans can engineer our way out of many challenges. This is not one of those. And for millennia, humans and other living beings have benefited from nature stabilizing our climate. And so, why would we not invest in a proven technology like nature? And I think the Brazilian COP presidency, but also the many indigenous communities and other NGOs who have really challenged the view that nature has been off the table, are starting to chip away at that assumption. And that if we were to try to balance the climate and create a livable planet while nature dies beneath our feet and around our bodies, we all will suffer.
That is so true. Now, I always do this question where I ask what would be the newspaper headline if you were to write it the day after COP ends, but I'm going to change it a little bit for you. If you were to probably create a film related to COP30 after it ends, what would the name of it be?
Just look up.
And why?
So, when we worked with the filmmaker Adam McKay and the incredible cast of Meryl Streep and Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio, what we found was after that film, people actually adopted an anthem of Just Look Up. And of course, it was an analogy of an asteroid hitting Earth. But in fact, it's very symbolic to say, just look up. The world is changing around you. If we get off of our devices and talk to people about what was the weather like when you were young, or in your case, are young, then they start to realize that it's actually affecting them as well. And so I really think that just looking up and around will be revelatory for so many of us.
Incredible. Now, what would be that one line of appreciation or advice you would give to a 13-year-old girl who's at a third COP and has planted 160,000 trees?
I mentioned belief. So you are what gives me belief that humans will get our way out of this corner we have put ourselves in. And I mentioned to you also that after I met you at a previous COP, I shared with my own children who are incredibly well read and incredibly conscientious. So, what is it that you're doing in your life outside of school? And so they have read about people like you. They have read about Shea Bastida. And the fact that I am in the privileged position of introducing them to these heroes is really inspiring, but it's also a privileged position. And so I'm glad that you have such a big following and that people are listening because I think that is the inspiration.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful talking to you. Thank you.